We are going live here shortly. Looks like we have a countdown, maybe T minus 20, maybe 15 on going live on YouTube to the World Wide Web. And it looks like we are live. Make sure my volume is down and let me share screen. Thank you to all those who are watching later on. But at the time of this recording, we are going live here on Wednesday, July 10th. We go live around 10 a.m. PST or MST to the World Wide Web. And this is a live workshop. And you can come back and watch this later if you're not in a position to watch this. But if you're tuning in live, we are now live on YouTube. And also, we are live to those who are on the live webinar. And for those of you, again, who watch this later, what's very exciting is we're going to be sharing this presentation with you through email. So you can request this recording at any time on Wednesdays. So on Wednesdays, who are we addressing? We are addressing agency owners. I'm very excited because I have lots of experience with agencies. I even have sort of my own agency. It's a high-level agency. And so we address high-level systems with agencies. And I'm excited to present today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And in this presentation today, in this workshop, I have my timer up. And we're going to keep this about 30 minutes. I'll try to get you there in 30 minutes. And let's go ahead and hide some of these things. All right. So yeah, today we're talking to agency owners. And I'm excited because of who's on this webinar with me, helping to moderate. First and foremost, to kind of kick things off, my name is Richard. I'm going to be your host today. And we'll do a poll here in just a second to see what type of agencies are on this training or watching this training at a later instance. My name is Richard. I used to be a Google employee and transitioned from there after a couple of months. Short story is we would be on the other side, myself and probably 200 other people, of these postcards that would go out to business owners. These postcards would have a coupon. It'd say, hey, if you spend 500, we'll give you 500 towards your advertising budget on Google. And so I started my digital marketing career with Google to consult business owners on how to properly bid on keywords on the internet. And from there, they moved me into working directly with agency owners. They said, Rich, you understand this very, very well. You comprehend, campaign strategy, conversion rate optimization, how to split test campaigns, and how to easily get someone from a 1 to 2x all the way up to a 10x or more. How would you like to help agency owners who are managing budgets of $1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million or more? So I had a chance to do that for quite some time. Back in the day, we called that the Agency Engage program. And what's exciting is that how much has morphed since then in terms of marketing technology. So that transferred me into playing more of a freelancer, independent contractor, consultant as a MarTech executive. 13 years later, I now play the role of fractional chief digital officer or chief technology officer, considering I know how to play in both marketing and technology platforms. And today, I'm helping agency owners like yourself with acquisition systems we refer to as snapshots. And I'm excited, before I get too much into this, to introduce our moderators who are also here to accommodate this workshop. We have Cecile. We refer to her as CC. You can refer to her as CC in the chat. And then we also have Jane. Jane is also going to help with moderating as well. So you may see one of those two involved or interacting with you in the chat to answer any questions you may have. Now, before we get started, if you are watching live, go ahead and let us know what type of agency you are. In the comments, just say, hey, I am a lawn care agency, or I am a medical agency, like medical marketing, or I do chiropractic agency marketing, or for some of you, you help with orthodontist and dentist clients, and that's your agency. Go ahead and list the niche that you currently help. We'll give you just a few seconds there to go ahead and list what type of agency you are. All right. So moving on. Now, shameless plug, yes, I am a high-level certified architect or admin. So I was awarded this certificate back on February 9th, 2024. And what's very exciting is I was one of the first 30 to get certified. And if you know anything about high level, this is not just about high level. It's really about helping you as an agency owner, because high level was built to help agencies help their clients grow at a fraction of the cost. And some of you agency owners, you've already came into high level and you've already started using high level. And now you're shifting or pivoting to more of a SaaS model, software as a service or systems as a service. And over the last couple of years, 3 years, I've been assisting agency owners like yourself with go-to-market and SaaS enablement. Now, what that means is taking all the services that you currently offer to your clients in whatever industry or niche you're in, and helping you to monetize and productize and systematize that into a package, some at a flat cost, some at a high ticket cost. Either way, I've been helping agencies take their software as a service or system as a service to market. And I want to position yourself to be one of those agency owners where I was able to help. Some of the problems that we were able to solve along the way, like why did it make sense to set up a meeting with a guy named Richard who is certified and say, hey, we want to launch our own SaaS, or hey, we want to use high level instead of HubSpot, instead of Salesforce, instead of Infusionsoft, instead of Zoho, instead of whatever platform you are using, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, name your campaign platform. High level came out of the birthplace or pain point of an agency owner having to manage so many different subscriptions, like 30 different subscriptions, 50 different subscriptions with 50 different costs. And you're trying to keep your customers churn at a certain rate, and you just can't get there. High level came to solve that problem. And so today, I'm pitching to you, I want to help you solve whatever problems you have in your agency. Just like High Level positioned themselves, I went and got certified with High Level so I could position myself to help agency owners like yourself. After all, High Level now has over 60,000 different customers inside of its platform today. Why not certify guys like myself to come along and help you with client communication and expectations, resource time management, right? So you're not spending too much time with fulfillment and deliverables to your clients, right? At the same time, increasing your billables, at the same time, increasing your profit and revenue, maintaining quality and consistency, scaling and growth, and staying current with industry trends. These things, after taking a poll, when you break down client communication and expectations, that alone, just walking into a company and starting an engagement and saying, hey, we could assist you with communication solutions. For instance, a missed call text back, like almost instantly helping an agency owner to add value instantly to your client relationships by just simply solving communication systems with a missed call text back. Meaning, if someone calls in, you are able to text that customer or lead back on behalf of your customer or client. And in doing so, your client or customer relationship goes through the roof because you're able to address a small problem like missing phone calls or missing out on new incoming inbound leads. And so one of these things, all right, if you have access to the right solutions, could potentially help you increase the rate of how long you manage that client. Don't you want years to go by, all right, that you've been managing the same client? Well, I'm here to help you solve that problem. Now, the way we help solve that problem is we drill into the core issues and we help to fulfill all of these different gaps that you have. All right, your system isn't really working effectively. And we want to help you, with solving those different gaps that you have, starting by looking at through an audit. Do an audit. Let's take a look at all the systems you're using. Through an audit, let's take a look at what solutions you have in place to help clients with their communications. What systems do you have in place to help clients with their growth and their scale? What systems do you currently have in place to reduce the amount of things that you are spending money on? And so what happened was, over time of working with 100 different agencies over the last 4 years, the same thing keeps coming up. The agency owner or their team, they're overwhelmed. Their systems are outdated. None of them are unified. You're not really orchestrating one single platform. You're really more like orchestrating a band, and you have all these different subscriptions versus having just one. So outdated systems is an issue. And then last but not least, agency owners love it when I'm able to help reduce their cost of how much it takes to help fulfill for these customers that they manage. When you start off today as an agency owner, you have now over 11,000 different solutions to choose from, if you didn't know already. And what makes it difficult as an agency owner, oh my gosh, how do you find the right solutions, let alone unify all the solutions or centralize all the solutions into one place? That pain point right there helps with so many frustrations that I've harvested and gathered over the years, working and collaborating with agency owners or the management team or the executives. And they're like, you mean to tell me I can reduce everything down to one cost versus multiple costs, and I can reduce everything down to one platform versus multiple platforms? Show me how. That's typically the response. Okay. So I haven't seen much resistance at all when I position high level as a solution for your agency. I don't see much resistance, because how can you manage navigating which platforms you should continue to pay for and which ones it's time to retire? It's very difficult. And so the objective here is to help you as an agency owner, if you have not already, to reduce everything down to just one single subscription, one single solution, one single platform. One single platform for you to rely on to service the customers and clients you have. And that's what we want to do by helping you to set up your high level account. Now, if we were to just say, hey, here's high level and here's my affiliate link, we're really not helping you. That's why I'm not pitching high level here. I am pitching the things you can do with high level. You can reduce your churn rate. You can increase your profit margin. You can keep your clients longer. You can work less, etc. You can have just one platform versus learning 15 different platforms. All of those featured benefits come with the relationship of high level. But to reduce it down to one single solution and just say, here, go figure it out on your own, you could have watched another YouTube video for that. You could have went to another seminar for that. I'm not here for that. I'm here to actually pitch you just for coming today on a snapshot. A snapshot is something that we like to refer to in the high level community as something that's already pre-built. Think of all the different configurations and think about the logic conditions that go into setting up a high level account or setting up a client's account. We want to be able to offer to you a snapshot where if you were just getting started with high level, or if you are looking to get started with high level and you want to start with something already built for you as the agency owner, all you gotta do is scan this QR code. We make it that simple. You pick up your phone if you're watching from a desktop and you scan this QR code. If you are watching from your phone, there's another way that you can get to this link by having CC and Jane leave that link inside of the chat right now. So you can scan the QR code. Let me say it one more time. If you're on desktop, you can scan the QR code. Or if you are watching from your phone and you want to link to this snapshot to help you get started and accelerate your growth so it doesn't take you 6 months or a year to put something together in high level that makes sense, you can click the link inside of the chat. And by clicking that link, it'll take you to a page where you can take a look into what comes inside of that snapshot called the agency snapshot. Now, by now, you should see a link inside of the chat. Go ahead and click that link. Just for coming today, we want to give you a snapshot. And we're going to give you a coupon on that snapshot. It's $100 off. And in addition to, for those of you who are here and you are an agency owner and you say, Rich, man, this is really cool. I just kind of want to stay to the end. You said it was only 30 minutes, so it makes sense to stay to the end and watch what you got. Do you have an offer for SaaS? Agencies who want to build their own SaaS? Yes. I have an offer just for you. It's called the SaaS from Scratch Workbook. So in other words, it's a comprehensive checklist of all the things you need so you can fast track in 60 to 90 minutes or less. Let me say that one more time. Like if I had a campaign for this, it would be called the One Day SaaS. But in 60 to 90 minutes, I can help you. If you are technical or somewhat technical, I can help you put together your SaaS. It already kind of comes pre-assembled, but now you need some steps, some guidance. So think of this as like IKEA. You go to IKEA, you make a purchase of some furniture, you bring it back to your office, you bring it back to your home or residence. And if you can't figure it out, you invite something like a task rabbit, someone to come to your home and help you put it together, or office to help you put it together. Or you follow the steps inside of the book. Well, this is that book, and I have a video to accommodate this book and walk you through step by step how to best put together your SaaS in 60 to 90 minutes or less. Okay. Now, I want to thank you, everyone. If for whatever reason you like what you heard today, it resonates with you, great, but you're not ready to move forward. You say, man, listen, I got some questions. I've heard of high level. A friend told me about it. An associate shared it with me. And I haven't made the move yet, but I'm leaning towards it. And I really would love a meeting. Jane or Cece should also have inside of the chat a calendar link. You can schedule a meeting with me. I'll meet you on that calendar link. And in that calendar link, we can discuss and go through, what are you thinking as an agency owner? What are you thinking about in terms of high level? What are some of your questions, concerns? Um, what's holding you back? Simply put. And secondly, if you have questions around the snapshot or the SaaS from scratch accelerator with the workbook, I can also address that on that meeting as well. So inside of the link chat, you should see a link with a link to the snapshot, with a link to my calendar. And then, of course, at your request, we can enroll you into the SaaS from scratch course. So you can get the workbook and the videos, and you can go to market in 65 to 90 minutes long. It took me, it took me about 30 days. And it takes most people to put together, like, the SaaS configuration takes them about that time too. We want to reduce it down to 1 day. All right. So at this point, you have 3 steps that you can take. Again, number 1 is the agency snapshot. We'll go ahead and give it to you $100 off. And you can integrate it or install it into your account and have something ready to go right now. 2, you can schedule a meeting with me and we can walk through some of the questions you may have as it relates to the SaaS from scratch or from the standpoint of your agency snapshot. I can address both. As promised, I want to keep it to a limit of 30 minutes. Thank you so much to all of our attendees or those who watched it all the way to the end through our rebroadcast. Thank you for watching the rebroadcast. If you need any assistance from here, we're happy to help at any time. And we will take it from here. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing screen.